International School, the primary years program. My name is Jacob Lumumba, and I am the primary years program coordinator. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the students who are coming back from last year and the newbies. You've definitely made the correct choice coming into the best school in Ghana and possibly in Africa. Thank you. Allow me to welcome the principal, Dr. Ken Tavo, to take us through a few elements of introduction. Thank you.
Akwaaba, welcome and welcome back to 2020-2021. This academic year is going to be a great tongue twister for everyone, young ones and old ones. I'd like to welcome especially our new parents who are joining us for the first time this year. Thank you for coming along. I invite our continuing parents to ensure that you're made to feel welcome. You've certainly selected the best primary school in Ghana, and I say that for three reasons. First, the facilities, and just remember we're only in the completion of stage one. Second is the program that we use, which is the primary years program. The younger sibling of the IB programs, it focuses on inquiry learning, where critical thinking is important and taking action. And the third critical one is our staffing, all hand-picked, and they have, they're committed to the primary years program, and B, they've done such a fabulous job in this first year that we've pushed forward our authorisation by 12 months in terms of what we achieved last year. So welcome. I'm sure you'll feel quite pleased as you become used to and familiar with the primary years program, and we certainly make you welcome to this happy school. It's a brand new academic year, and disappointingly for most of us, it's a new way to start this year, being online and not in class. And I certainly pray that common sense prevails and that all schools can open soon and not in January, because I'm unable to find one reason why schools can't open if they're observing all the right protocols, particularly with what we observe out in the community. The model, as I just mentioned, is we're starting online until we are given permission to open the school. At this stage, we're in Model 1. The next model for the primary school campus will be Model 3, where all students come on. And that will be our priority. And our priority is to ensure an effective learning program continues, that we continue to satisfy all the requirements for our primary years program implementation. However, when Model 3 comes, I am aware that some parents have indicated that they're not willing to send their children back until there is a vaccine available. Others have mentioned they need to be comfortable with the level of infection is down quite a bit before they also would want their children returned. That becomes a parent choice, which we accept and understand, and I hope that people have completed their intentions form that was requested a few weeks ago. An important aspect of what we do, whether it's in class, whether it's online, is that teachers are always looking for evidence of learning. And I want to point out that evidence of learning can be demonstrated in so many ways. Unfortunately, there seems to be a dominance of exams, and sorry, I don't agree that they're the best way for students to demonstrate evidence of their knowledge, understanding, attitude and skills. There are so many other ways, and during the course of the year we'll be exploring and explaining how how children can explain and provide evidence for their learning. We'll encourage parents at different times to take small videos on their phone if they're observing something, so that we can add to the student profile, because each student is different. Each student is at a certain spot within a learning progression. They might be strong in mathematics. They may require assistance in reading, and it's a case of looking at each one individually and always trying to make sure that we've got the right sort of challenge to move each student forward. So the feedback that is provided is looking at what a child can achieve and what their next challenge is, so that they can continue to move along their learning progression in each domain. What is going to be important, and what's been important ever since COVID has started, is having a growth mindset. We can't have a mindset where COVID has stopped everything. We need to look at COVID-19 as an opportunity, and there are different opportunities with online learning, but importantly, research shows that students who do have a growth mindset, that adopt a can-do approach, will always demonstrate achievement as they go through. Students with a fixed mindset that just say, no, this is all I can do, they're going to have problems with having continuous achievement, and particularly as they go into secondary school, their performances will diminish and not demonstrate any achievement whatsoever. So my personal plea to everyone is, let's make this work. Please remember, it's our children who are depending on us to do so, but I see it as an opportunity. If we all work together, we can make sure that the learning experiences are what we set out to achieve, and I will appreciate your support in this regard. I look forward to an exciting 2020-2021. I look forward to observing your child's growth and achievements during the course of this academic year, and I will always appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
Well, let me now take you through what Tema International School Primary Years Program is all about. The Primary Years Program is the initial part of the 4 programs of the IB educational system, and Tema International School has adopted 3 of these programs, and IB PYP is the youngest program to come into the school, and we've had time to test it, and it's effective and it's running perfectly well. Our pedagogical practices, we embrace constructivism, inquiry-based learning, concept-based learning, lifelong learning, the approaches to learning skills, learner agency, where we're giving students voice, choice, and ownership, experiential learning, authentic learning. We're trying to bring in the development of the 21st century skills as much as possible. We are looking at our children graduating from the school and being able to face a challenging world, because we're going to equip them with those skills and ability to face the challenges out there. We encourage students to be very open, to embrace agency so that they are able to be part of the whole of that learning process. Okay, there are these 5 essential elements of the program: concepts, skills, knowledge, attitude, and action. Now, these are geared and programmed and structured in such a way that we are able to eventually develop students who have international mindedness. International mindedness, as it comes out, is exemplified in the attributes of the IB learner profile. It's all about the values that they are coming out with. Once they have embraced these values, then they are able to become better people and better citizens. Now, students coming in, the new students coming in, the old students who have been here before, they understand, or rather should be able to understand this. The students coming in should be able to use the attributes of the IB learner profile to make themselves better or better citizens and work in terms of developing that bit of international mindedness. Okay. Now, learning here is all transdisciplinary, where we have subjects, all right, but the subjects blend in authentically to bring in a transdisciplinary understanding of the learning, whereby mathematics will be working together with language. You find history working together with geography and perhaps language. All these things are combined together into units of inquiry, which make learning a lot more authentic. Now, what ties this together is the key concepts and the related concepts. They will tie all this together and bring out authentic learning, whereby children are able to make those authentic connections. Children who will, or rather who pass through the IB PYP program will see connections between history, geography, science, mathematics, and all these things come together. It's not about compartmentalization of subjects. So as you come in, as we start this year, you will see units being rolled out. You may wonder, where is mathematics, where is science? All these things have been properly engaged, properly prepared so that they come out through a transdisciplinary way. And this enhances the understanding as the children go through this. Thank you. Now, this managed back, a very important tool. It's our platform here in the school, and it should be able to guide us as parents, as students, as teachers as well, to be able to work together collaboratively and develop the learning that is expected over a period of time. We expect, as the program coordinator, I fully expect that students and parents likewise are able to log in on a daily basis and get information that flows in there on a daily basis so that we are not leaving anyone behind, we are working together. It's a very interactive tool, and if we are able to log in and see information that is being rolled out and working with that, especially now with social distancing and students being at home, this would make our learning a lot more easier because parents and students will get constant information on a daily basis. Thank you. Now, we're looking at ourselves, committing ourselves as a school to quality delivery as per the expectations of the IB. We're not falling short of any expectations whatsoever. Despite the challenges that have been brought in by COVID-19 and the pandemic and the distancing, the planning is thorough, has been thorough, and will continue being thorough. And the delivery likewise is going to be exceptionally thorough so that we are able to meet the expectations of the program. We're not falling short. It's going to be quality all through. Likewise, we expect students to likewise work in the same way, be a lot more committed, and work very well with the teachers where they are not understanding. They keep on asking the teachers. The teachers are ready and well prepared to take us through this. Now, we are looking at meeting every child at their level. IB-PYP is not that kind of program that will discriminate or isolate or label students. No. We want to we will be taking care of all the needs as they come in. We look at where students are challenged and support them. Where students can be stretched, we will look into that as well. Right. We are likewise committed to developing, as I mentioned, it's the ultimate goal, the attributes of the IB learner profile. Students who graduate from our school are examples to the world because they are graduating from a program that is a super program that develops those high values of people who can fit in a challenging world. 21st century skills is our aim, and we are developing such kind of skills. So we are committed to that. Thank you. Okay, now expectations. We are expecting that we are all open-minded and ready to embrace challenges. Yes, without challenges, I think life would be very poor. Now, being in an IB-PYP school, it's about problem solving and being open-minded to face challenges that we may encounter here and there. It's about working and developing skills to be able to face these challenges and tackle the challenges and solve them. So we should be open-minded. COVID-19 is a challenge. Well, how do we go around it? We have challenges all over the world. How are we open-minded to face these challenges? So it's about being open-minded, have a growth mindset, and use that to develop our problem-solving skills. Right. We are also looking and expecting to work openly to support each other and develop as a community of learners. We are all learning at one point or the other. And within our school, we are looking at each and everyone supporting each other so that we are able to achieve our objectives in terms of problem solving and growing the academics. Thank you. Now, we are also looking at keeping, our school a happy school. Keep on smiling. We are we are ensuring that we are embracing happiness without necessarily infringing on each other's happiness. Students, we are not out to interfere with each and every one of us. We are working together in a cohesive way to make the school a happy school and to continue being happy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am very sure that as we continue interacting, we are going to share a lot more. There's a whole year ahead of us. TIS is one of the best things that has ever happened to me as an educator. And being here makes everyone feel that joy of being at the best place ever. Welcome, and thank you very much.